If you've got one of the more recent Mercedes with a touchscreen, you will find this video helpful. Now, I love the technology on all these newer vehicles. It's great. In our last, 5, 6 vehicles, you've got touchscreens everywhere. GMs, Mercedes, BMWs, Buicks, Hondas, pretty much any vehicle these days has a touchscreen. And in every single vehicle, we get this after a few weeks of use. You see the amount of fingerprints on here? It's crazy. You would think that from the factory, they would make some sort of a fingerprint resistant coating or something that goes over these, but they don't. Luckily, the aftermarket has typically taken care of that. I just installed one on our GMC Sierra, and now I found that Spigen, the trusty phone case provider that's been around for well over a decade, I think, makes an easy to install fingerprint resistant screen protector. That's awesome. It's tempered glass, so it's going to look nice, and it's going to look just like a factory screen. And if you've ever installed one of these tempered glass fingerprint resistant screen protectors from other vendors as well on any other vehicles, you know that they are well worth the few minutes it takes to install them. Now, this one I got on Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description below. I think it was about 48 bucks if I remember correctly. Seems like a lot for a gigantic screen protector, but let me show you why. Now, normally, old school screen protectors, you got to clean it, you got to get the dust off, the oils off, just like you would for this one. But the hardest part everybody has problems with is getting the new thing aligned, getting it lined up exactly where it needs to go to the millimeter, and then applying it correctly. Now, what Spigen has done, if you've gotten any of their more recent screen protectors for their phones, they come the same way. They give you this gigantic plastic template. This is the side that faces me. This side has the screen protector attached to it, this piece here. You can see the screen protector is sort of attached to the giant plastic template, so it won't move around, doesn't have any room for wiggle. And after you get this cleaned up, once you're ready, you'll notice there's little alignment tabs here, here along the corner, here, and here. What you do is take this and line it up. Well, it just popped right into place. And it puts the screen protector exactly where it's supposed to go. Spigen's done a great job of doing this for many different phones, which makes it super easy to install the screen protectors on your phones, and now they're doing it for cars. I had no idea they make them for cars. This is the first time I've seen Spigen screen protectors for a vehicle. I'm really glad that I found it, because this screen protector is ginormous, obviously, and it would be a little cumbersome to try to get it lined up correctly. So what I'm going to do is take this off. Well, let me show you the next steps before I do. So once you get that cleaned up and you get all the dust off, you get it prepped and you get it ready to go, the back has the cover that is protecting the adhesive. You see this little tab right here, it says back. And once you peel that protective backing off, it'll reveal the adhesive, and the adhesive will be ready to go. Once you get to that point, you'll take this guy, line it up, 2 hands obviously, get it in place. Then once it's aligned, you follow the instructions here. Press and slide, wait 30 seconds. So you take your finger, kind of run it across here, and then you'll see the adhesive kind of expand and attach itself to the screen. And 99 times out of 100, you won't have any air bubbles. Make sure you get all the dust and everything off the screen beforehand, obviously. If you do have any air bubbles, they're very easy for the first minute or two to squeeze them out with whatever the adhesive is they use on these newer screen protectors. They're really forgiving. It's hard to screw it up. The most difficult part is getting the screen protector aligned in the right place, and Spigen has obviously taken care of that with this huge template. Next thing I'm going to do is get this thing cleaned up, prepped, and ready. You want to grab the little packet labeled toolkit out of the packaging. Gives you a visual set of instructions. Number one, you clean everything. You take the adhesive backing off. You align it onto the screen. Press through that middle strip. Peel off that center section. Take your template off. Take the protective film off. And then finally squeegee out any remaining air bubbles. You got your felt tipped squeegee. You got your lint-free cloth to wipe the screen down. Some dust removal stickers that you'll use after you clean the screen. And finally, your lens and screen cleaning wipes. I'm going to start with the cleaning wipes. I'll use one. Get everything wiped down with the cloth. I'll use a second one. Get everything wiped down with the cloth again. And then I'll use the dust stickers to remove any remaining dust. First round of cleaning with the first wipe is done. Now I'm going to take my lint-free cloth, wipe everything down. Then I'll go through and do another round of wiping with the second lens cleaning wipe, and then again with my lint-free cloth. I've got the 2 rounds of cleaning done. Now I'm going to use my dust removal stickers, and essentially you just want to use it like a sticker and just tap, 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 tap all over the place just in case there's any invisible dust, or I shouldn't say invisible. If there's any dust that is too small to be visible to the naked eye, you have a chance at getting it off the screen with a little sticker. Now I'm going to grab this little tab and pull the backing off. I have the backing off, I have the template on the screen, and then what I'm going to do, try to get it on video here, I'm going to start in the middle and press firmly back and forth. Let's see. I don't know if you can see that in the video. See that line? The adhesive's starting to expand and go out that way. And stick to the screen. Yep, there we go. I know it's difficult to see it in the video here, but what I can see is that it is adhering to the screen slowly and gently as the adhesive is doing what it's designed to do. All right, I'm gonna give it 30 seconds like the label says, and then we'll remove this sticker starting up here. This is what's holding the template to the actual screen protector. So we want to remove this so that then we can remove the template from the screen protector without ripping it off the screen. About 30 seconds has passed. Let me grab the edge of this guy. All right. And you don't want to pull up towards you. What you want to do is pull away from the leading edge, just like you would if you were pulling painter's tape off of a wall. This is the best way to do it to avoid disturbing the surface underneath it. Sorry, it got dark in here. Had to turn the lights back on. Okay. There we go. All right. No air bubbles in that middle section. That's a good sign. Now, what you want to look at is where the screen protector is attaching itself, is attached from the backside to the template. That way you're not ripping it off in any sort of way that's going to cause the screen protector itself to come off. Let me show you where that is. On this particular template, there is 5 spots. You've got this little tab right here, this tab, this one, and this one. Those are the points where the screen protector from the backside is attached to the template. So we want to make sure to gently pry up around those areas and make sure that it's not attached so that we don't end up disturbing the screen protector. Oh, perfect. Came off really well. All right, now what you'll notice is I've got these tabs still attached. And it may look like you've got bubbles. You may, right there. I had one bubble, just squeezing it out. Let me get my trusty squeegee. I got one right here. Let's squeeze it out. All right. And I want to try to do this before I take this protective layer off the top. All right, that bubble is out. I got one more big one right here in the corner, if you can see it. Yeah, it's kind of, after I pushed on it, it's adhering on its own. The adhesive is doing its magic that it is designed to do. All right, perfect. That one's good. Let's see. I think we are good. Oh, no, one more right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Okay, that's gone as well. That's it. No more air bubbles. So I'm gonna go through and just push down gently across the entire thing with the felt tipped squeegee. Again, this is before I pull the protective layer off of the surface of the tempered glass screen protector. That's why it looks a little bit foggy there. Once we pull that off, you'll see the nice looking tempered glass that's gonna look almost identical to the factory glass. All right. I think we are good. Let me double check one more time. No air bubbles. Okay. Oh, is that an air bubble? That might be. Yeah. Nope, that one's good. All right. Now that all those air bubbles are out, I'm going to try to grab a corner. There we go. And again, we'll peel away. As you can tell, it lines up extremely well in all the corners and everything. If you didn't know any better, you wouldn't even know it was there. Let me close the door so these overhead lights turn off. And we can see what the screen looks like without the lights on. So there it is. You can see there's a nice sharp screen. There's no fogginess, anything like that. And let's do the fingerprint test. Now keep in mind, it is fingerprint resistant, not fingerprint proof. The oils from your skin have to go somewhere. But it is much, much more resistant to fingerprints than just the factory screen on its own. Let's see. I tapped my finger all over this thing, and you can see there's a few fingerprints. And I'm not sure if you can tell the difference in the video or not, but this is tremendously better than without the screen protector. And the other thing you'll notice, if you're a neat freak like I am, is that when you go to clean the screen, it wipes off much easier than before. Where the oils with the factory screen from your finger really stuck on there, and you needed, you know, some kind of spray, something like that to get all the fingerprints off. See how quickly it wipes off? And that's just with this little lint-free cloth that came with it. Anyway, I hope you find this video helpful. I'll put the link down in the description below. Check out some of the other EQS videos on the channel as I've been uploading them little by little. And if you find this sort of content helpful, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button to support the channel. And if you want to be notified if any of these new videos get uploaded, hit that notification bell next to the subscribe button and you'll get a notification when new videos do get uploaded to the channel. Don't take my word for it, give it a shot yourself. I personally highly recommend these on any vehicle, especially something with such a gigantic touchscreen that gets used so often. I hate the look of all those dirty fingerprints. And here it is, powered on. Looks absolutely fantastic. Loving the look of this thing. I can't even tell it's there, and it's going to keep the interior cleaner and easier to maintain. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always happy to help. In the meantime, I love y'all, and I will see you next time.